Hi, Jared Wright here, and I am interviewing some of the fine members of the Sidekicks. And with me today I have
Amy Beaucham.
Hi, Amy.
Hey.
We're gonna just have a little conversation about the Sidekicks and about you, and to get to know your process a little bit. So first, tell me about your experience with improv.
Well, I had heard about a troupe in Noonan Theater, at the theater there, Noonan Theater Company. And I went to see one of their shows and just thought, I want to do this. And so the next time they had auditions, I auditioned. And I was also motivated by the fact that I had started reading about improv, and I was reading about just the healthy benefits of it. You know, as a somewhat senior citizen, I read that it was one of the best therapies or interventions, whatever, for preventing dementia, Alzheimer's, and I thought, hey, you know, if it's good for me, and I have that desire to do it from seeing the show, let's go for it. And it took a lot of, it was a risk, you know, it took courage, you know, but they asked me to be on the troupe, and I've been in that troupe, the Nitwits, for about 5 years. And then Southside didn't have a troupe, and this became such a wonderful home for me as well. And so I introduced the idea of Southside Theater Guild forming a troupe, and we did. And we now have the Southside Sidekicks, and I'm the current director, and I'm loving every aspect of improv, the directing, the performing. I just believe in it. I teach it to children in my drama business that I have. I've seen little shy children just blossom with this form of theater, and it's so trendy and so popular.
How do you prepare for shows?
Well, you rehearse the games you're going to play, but of course you can't know what prompt is going to be given for the different games. So you just rehearse the format of the game, and you use prompts, you know, from a list, you know, that you generate. But of course, in the actual show, you have no idea what's going to be your suggestion. But as long as you know the format of the game, and also that you know the rules of improv.
So describe your personal improv style.
Well, I'm one that would never need a mic. I'm sort of loud and out there. I think I have a lot of energy when I perform. I love to be physical, like I said. I know at the beginning I wasn't a good listener, and that's so important. I was more in my head, thinking ahead of like, okay, what clever thing might I say? And I did lean towards trying to be funny, and I have learned that if I just be in the moment and be present and listen to what my partner's saying and respond to that, the funny is going to come. And again, as long as I know, like prior to the game, if I just kind of thought, okay, you know, what's something I might want in this scene, or what's an emotion I might focus on, that certainly helps.
Excellent. What would you say is your favorite improv game?
It is actually one that someone in Nitwits made up, and it's called What's Wrong with Stephen, or What's the Matter with Stephen? And there's a toddler, and he can only speak gibberish, and he's got a problem. And there's two caretakers that are trying to figure out, they don't know what the problem is, only that the toddler and the audience know. And then they ask, you know, what's wrong, Stephen? What's wrong? And Stephen has to tell them through gibberish and through the actor's physicality what is wrong, and they have to guess it. And then they have to guess what can make him happy, and it's just an enjoyable game. I guess I love to be Stephen, you know, and just you know, be all having a tantrum and then just, you know, speaking the gibberish and trying to act something out. It encompasses just so many fun things about improv.
So what do you think is the most challenging part of learning improv and performing improv?
Okay. With the learning, I think it's that art of listening and being present in the moment instead of trying to think ahead. I think, naturally we want to know what we're going to say. We want to think of the best thing to say. And you just have to train yourself to let go of that. Also, establishing a relationship, that's so important. Giving somebody a name even is a great skill. It just lets the audience kind of buy into the scene more. It's like, oh, I know who they are. I know where they are. I know their relationship. The audience just gets more invested in it.
Awesome. You had told us about how you should make your partner look good.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit more about how to do that?
You're supposed to make your partner, whatever they say, you're supposed to make that be your response is supposed to make it seem like what they said was the most brilliant thing they could have come up with. And you never deny them. You never let them think that you don't like what they said. You just like it. You just love what they say, and you act on that. And that makes them look good.
So what would you say was your favorite character that you've ever developed while doing improv?
I did a senior citizen woman named Silver that was an escort. And I just had fun with her. I really did. I just remember I got a great response, and it was just an easy character to, be all, be floozy and, kind of, just use my space and my body, I guess, in a way that I don't typically do. Very flirty and, just a little promiscuous. It's just fun. It's fun to kind of teeter on that edge. I am all about shows being family friendly. I mean, that is my standard. But that character, it was just there on the edge. It was, and everybody enjoyed it. I didn't feel like I was offending anyone. And it was just a real treat to play her.
Awesome. Well, it's going to be great to see you up there on stage. Thank you so much for this interview.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.